Hi y'all, it's your Star Goddess. I'm back. And I received in the mail yesterday one of my magazine subscriptions that I didn't even really subscribe to, but they sent it to me anyway because I ordered a certain amount of items on an online website, so they send you a free subscription. So they send me every month Vogue, and this is the September one. It's so thick, but I don't really get into these type of magazines, and I did not choose this, so I just accept them as they come. It's a nice gift. I usually cut out the pictures and use them, or the words, or some nice artwork for my manifestation journal, like if I see something. But usually I just kind of give them to my kids and let them cut them up and paste them in their little scrapbooks. But the reason that I want to talk to y'all today about this magazine, okay, first of all, yes, Beyonce's on the cover. Okay, let's get that out the way. Okay, she's on the cover. Okay, we don't know that. It says, "Just be Beyoncé and the art of global domination, forces of fashion, the rule breakers defining the way to dress now." So that cover's telling me, like, things are not as they used to be. People are creating change that they want to see in the world. They're doing what they want to do. They're not going by what society wants anymore. They're creating their own way. Okay. And then I flip through the magazine and I see this, y'all. So y'all know I love Darth Vader, because he represents the darkness. And this actually, it folds out. I didn't show you the whole thing. Oh my god, it's so heavy, y'all. It's like 5 pounds. Okay, so, oh my god, it's so heavy. It's not heavy, but it's hard to hold up. Okay, so I'm showing y'all this. See, it's all dark. Okay, I'm showing y'all this because it says light side, dark side. Which side are you on? And it has like all these different what is this? They're gonna come out with some products that focus on light and darkness for Star Wars, and like you can kind of see the product line. They have it like veiled because they're not releasing it yet, but it's like something to come. So you can kind of see the product line, and it's like a limited edition collection. And it says Star Wars, The Force Awakens. That's the name of the movie. The Force Awakens. This means the Force in Star Wars represents the conscious energy of the universe, okay, or the cosmos. And it depends on how you use it, So The Force Awakens, this month in the September issue, this is in here. And a lot of people are concerned about, they keep talking about this consciousness, or this wave of consciousness that's going to come to the earth in September. And then this is the September volume, and then it has this in there with the Star Wars. All the Star Wars stuff is starting to come out now. But it's interesting because it says The Force Awakens. And when I was talking to y'all about darkness being really powerful right now, it's because so many people are learning, that people have given it a bad name. They're learning that, the darkness is where the true power really is. It's not in the light, and this and that. So they're understanding this now. And the thing is, those people who understand this totally are not going to be fooled by certain things, and they're not going to judge certain things in certain ways that create actions, in their lives. So a lot of people are going to, like, at this time, a lot of people are going to either go in a downward spiral for making the wrong decisions based on lack of knowledge about, darkness and how to use it and manifesting and this and that. And then a lot of people are going to really excel because they know the truth. They know how to use it to their advantage. They know exactly, you know, they know the science behind it. They're going to be working with this. While a lot of people in the New Age movement have no idea that it's really sort of another attempt at religion. And they think they've gotten out of religion, and then they go to the New Age movement with like, oh, the light and ascended masters and this and that. But that's really just another trap outside of religion to keep you still in that frequency. You might get a little bit higher and they give you a little bit more knowledge, but you're still stuck in there, okay? Because you're still searching basically for the same thing. You know, you're still talking about ascended masters, and you're still looking for light still, okay? So when you finally get out of that, when you wake up from that, then you understand what the darkness truly is, and you don't view it as an evil thing, as a negative thing, or as something to be afraid of. You start viewing it as, oh, that's powerful. Oh, that's fast. Oh, that's deep. Oh, that's very creative. Oh, you know, that is just, that's everything, you know. You start seeing it like that. You don't start seeing it, you don't see it anymore as, oh my God, it's so scary. Oh my God, it's dark. Oh my God, what's out there? You know, you learn to accept it, that you don't know everything, and that there's things out there that you have not discovered yet, but you're not afraid to discover it. You know, a lot of great minds talk about how we are, the more we know, the more ignorant we are. And that's true, because the more light shines on something, the more we realize that there's so much more out there that we don't know about, because we're seeing a piece of it, and we're seeing how big it really is and how it's not going to stop expanding. So basically, sorry, I was interrupted. So basically, I have to talk a little bit more quiet because my husband is working from home today. But basically, yes, so you have to understand that when you're in the mentality of explaining darkness to someone, that you have to get them on the same page first, as to say, you know what, it's not evil, it's just the unknown. Because the more light you shine on something, you know, the more you see how huge it is, and how, you know, how much more there is that you can't see. So that strikes fear, because you don't know what it is. But the thing is, if you know that you're a part of it, and that you can create from it, and you can manifest from it, then that means basically, you know, all that you are connected to, in which you do not know. It's like your subconscious mind, right? So there's no, unless you're afraid of yourself or your subconscious mind, there's no real reason to be afraid of the dark or darkness, or the, you know, what else is out there. Because let's just say you are you're on your cell phone, on your iPhone or Galaxy or whatever. Isn't that cool, the name of these phones? Galaxy, iPhone, like, okay. Anyway, so you're on your phone and you're getting ready to send a text message to somebody. Are you afraid of the technology of that phone, and you don't know how it works, and you don't know how it connects to this and that? You don't know how it works with the cell towers. You don't know how the screen lights up. You don't know any of that stuff, but you still use it, right? You don't know. You're ignorant to the fact how this phone works. You just know it works, and you just, you know, text and do your thing, play games or whatever. So 100 years ago, if someone were to pull out a cell phone device and do all this, you know, they would not be curious as to, you know, what it does, and that it works, they would be afraid of this device because it is unknown. They're ignorant to it. They would not be focused on how good it is and how it works and what it can do. They would be trying to, you know, kill you and say, oh, you're a sorcerer or witchcraft, you know, or alien or whatever. But the truth is they weren't focused on what this device could do, only on the negative aspects and the fear and the ignorance that they had within. So the thing is, with darkness, you have to kind of explain, oh God, sorry y'all, I have to turn off my Facebook. You got to try to explain this before you know, go into it even deeper. You got to get that out of the way, because I know Stevie Wonder has a song called Very Superstitious, and it says, when you believe in things that you don't understand, you suffer. Okay? So that's just like people give kids religion that they don't understand. They just are forced to believe in it, and then they suffer mentally, and they don't get the knowledge that they should get because they believe in certain things, and that strike fear into them, and then they suffer later. So you have to think about that. And also like this time of year, it's really important. I know a lot of people who are like Wiccan or in the craft, they say, oh, this is my time to work on my shadow self. And you know, that's basically the same thing as saying, you know what, it's time to go into the darkness. It's time to start looking at the darkness and seeing what's inside and da-da-da. But when you manifest with darkness, you're taking it way further. You're taking it outside of, you know, looking at yourself on ways to improve yourself. You're taking it to creating what you want. You're taking it to making things happen. You're taking it to, I am connected to everything source outside of this earth. You're taking it beyond nature. You're taking it to the supernatural. Do you understand? So I know there's a lot of people that like work with like nature and God and goddess, but you have to realize that's just one step. You know, that's just like, okay, after you've worked with God and goddess for a while, and you say, okay, there's more to it than this, then that's when you start truly becoming a student of the occult and magic. And I'm not talking about like nature magic. I'm talking about like cosmic, quantum magic, that you have to know science in order to fully understand. I'm talking about alchemy. I'm talking about that kind of magic. Now, if you never want to get to that point, and you just are very happy with doing the God and goddess thing, that's wonderful. But you have to also know that these gods and goddesses are just simply aspects of what we are inside. You know, they represent parts of our thinking. They represent things that we can accomplish. They represent sort of like an aspect that we can attain. So a lot of people work with gods and goddesses. A lot of people work for gods and goddesses. A lot of people honor gods and goddesses or deities. A lot of people just work with all sorts of entities. But if you want to be a master of yourself, then you actually have to do all of it mentally. But it is nice to have, you know, a god and goddess. It is nice to follow their example, represent what they represent. But you're going to get to a point where you're going to want to represent what you represent. And you're going to take aspects from this one and that one, and you're going to make your own, and you're going to become what they call a god or goddess yourself. And once people can wrap their mind around that, because a lot of people can't, they can't say, you know what, I'm a god, I'm a goddess. they have to be underneath something because they feel like there's no possible way. No, that's not true. I just can't, because I need a parent. You know, I need somebody that I can ask things, or that I need someone that I can go to. I need that. And people that need that, they need it for a reason. But after they realize, you know, the reason that they needed that, and they're content with it, now they want to move up. Yes. I know a lot of like what they call dark magicians, or people that practice black magic, and they say they use demons and all that stuff. But the thing is, those are no different than the gods and goddesses that other people use. They're just called a different name for a different reason. Sorry, y'all got cut off. Okay, so there are some gods from like ancient Kemet, ancient Egypt, and they were renamed. And they were renamed and relabeled as demons. That's why you'll see a lot of people thinking Egypt is evil, because they're like, oh, those are demons, those are evil spirits, and da 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 da. They do magic. And so if you take, for example, Thoth, a lot of people believe and think that he was renamed Azazel, which is a demon. And a lot of people who are dark magicians and they work with Azazel, you would think, and you would judge them, and you would say, oh my God, they're evil, they work with demons. But that's the same thing as working with Thoth, okay? And Thoth was never a demon. People just demonized, or they chose this name, and if you look up what the word demon really means and where it came from, you'll get a whole new understanding of it. So the thing is, there are lots of veils, labels, words, names, and such put on top of other things to keep you from the truth. And once you remove all those layers and you get down to the nitty-gritty, then you will truly understand and see the truth for what it is, and you don't have to judge it, because it just is. Okay, and so a lot of people say, well, I like my god and goddess. But think about, why do you like them? Before you knew about these gods and goddesses, you were yourself. And the reason you were attracted to these gods and goddesses is one or two things. They either reminded you of yourself and you had a lot in common with them, or they had something that you wanted to become. They had something you wanted to strive for. They had a character trait that you wanted in yourself. So when you choose your god and goddess, you're actually choosing a part of you that already exists, that you want to work on, or you want to improve, or that you want to embrace. Okay, so those gods and goddesses are already inside of you as yourself. Okay, these are just the outward aspects of that, from which is already within. Okay, so a lot of people literally take things literally too much, and they create what I like to call a thought form. And the thought form is like, okay, if I want this deity to be real, I want this aspect of me or aspect of other people that I admire, I want it to be manifested into a real god or goddess that I can worship, because I can't fathom that all of this is inside me. That's too simple. So I'm going to create a complex outward religion to honor myself without knowing. Because if I know, I'll reject it. Because if I have that much power, I don't know what I'll do with it. I'm afraid of myself because I don't trust myself. Why? Because I'm afraid of the unknown. I'm afraid of the decisions that I have. I'm afraid of the choices that I was given. I want to be controlled because it's easier for me. I get anxiety when I have a choice to make. It's hard for me to make decisions. So I don't want to know. I just want to be told what to do. I want instructions to follow, because I'm just not ready to take on this role yet. I'm not manager material. I'm not CEO material. I need instructions. I need a boss. I need an itinerary. I need a schedule. Okay? I can't fathom just having all this control, because I don't know what I'll do with it. Will I waste my time? Will I hurt people? So let me just find something that I really like. Let me just find a goddess or a religion that I really like, that's comfortable to me, so that I don't have to make all these crazy decisions and take responsibility for my actions and myself. Maybe just a little bit. Maybe I can be like assistant manager and stuff like that. But like right now, I don't want to accept that responsibility, because I'm afraid of the choices that I have. That's basically what people do when they accept religion. They accept it because they don't want the responsibility of being in control of their own destiny. They would rather feel like, oh, whatever will be, will be. Oh, we'll just let God take care of that. Oh, when something bad happens, then what? Oh my God, the devil. Oh my God, evil people. Oh my God, this and that. If you were the CEO, owner of your destiny, and you went out into the darkness, into the universe, visualized and manifested the results you wanted, you would have nothing to blame. You wouldn't have anything coming at you that you didn't want to come at you. You wouldn't have any challenges that wouldn't make you better and stronger. You would have exactly what other people throw away. You would be the effect. You wouldn't be the cause. So if I'm like, for example, if I'm manifesting, oh, I want $1 million, okay? I don't, as long as it doesn't hurt anybody I love or know, I want $1 million. If you're not manifesting from darkness, if you're saying, oh, I hope, I pray, this and that, you're not willing it, you're begging for it from some external force that's working on behalf of someone who's manifesting with darkness. So for instance, if I say, you know what, I want a job promotion, I want to be, manager, I want to be owner, well, and I don't want it to affect anyone that I know, then your job might get snatched. But you'll accept that because you said whatever will be, will be. I trust God. I have faith. You have effect. You don't have cause. Okay? You're a victim. You're letting things happen to you. You're opening up yourself for people to work against you without even you knowing or them knowing. Like, I'm not working against anybody, but there's a person who's like, oh, I'll take whatever God gives me, whatever is meant to be, God willing. That person is going to lose so I can gain automatically because they've opened themselves up to it. They became a plug outlet and I'm the plug, They're going to accept whatever is pushed into those sockets. They're going to accept that. And all I need is that power. I need that juice. I need that energy. I need whatever they got. And I'm going to plug in and I'm going to get it. Okay? There's nothing wrong with that because you're not intentionally hurting someone because of their ignorance. They're hurting themselves. So when you put faith and trust and ask, you're being a subservient. You're being, oh, I'll just take whatever scraps you give me. Oh, I would like a full course meal, but whatever you have left over, I'll eat. You go ahead and eat first. You're being like that, and you can't be like that if you want power. It just doesn't work. You can't put your faith in an external force that you don't control. Okay? Because if you're not controlling it, I'm controlling it or someone else is controlling it. It's not this omnipotent being in the sky with a beard or this god or goddess controlling it. It's whatever scraps is left over from my manifesting or other people manifesting from darkness. It's that effect that you get. It might be good, it might be bad, but you're going to take it because, you know, you don't put your own destiny in your own hand, okay? And sometimes, you know, good things happen out of the blue, and then sometimes bad things happen. And you'll accept them either way because you don't want to take responsibility and get them for yourself through manifesting from the darkness. You know, you're not asking anymore, you're willing it. You're saying, let there be this, let there be that. You're taking the role of source creator. You're in that creative space in the darkness, and you're the cause. You're not the reaction, you're not the victim, you're not the effect, you're not the afterthought. You are the cause, the creator of what you want. Okay, so you have to think of it like that. A lot of people are stuck on these deities and put faith in them when it's really the deities are inside them. The deities are aspects of them. The deities are things they want to be. And these deities, of course, they're noble and honorable, and you know, they're aspects of you. You're honoring yourself. And if you keep honoring yourself but have no clue that you can also create those things for yourself, when you become the god or goddess and you learn from the masters and become greater. Okay, so self-mastery involves, you know, everyone starts off on this path. They get their god or goddess, they work with them, they understand what they are, then they learn that they're just aspects of themselves within. Then they move up until they are a goddess. Now, a lot of people aren't at this point, and they enjoy this back and forth. They enjoy the honoring. And that's sort of like getting to know yourself, getting to love yourself, honoring yourself, you know. And then once you realize, okay, I got this, then it's only you, and it's only one. And you can become the cause of everything you desire. You're no longer the effect. You're no longer waiting. You're no longer wondering. You're no longer worried. It's like, I got this, you know. So right now, if you're not doing this type of manifestation with darkness, you have to start, because right now is the time that you're going to see the results of your manifesting come at warp speed. Okay, it's the time right now. Y'all know in the media and stuff like that, they release movies, they release ads, they release things on television that leave a certain subliminal message. And so you gotta understand, you gotta follow what's going on so that you can know what's really happening. You know, a lot of dark energy, not bad, but a lot of dark energy is taking effect right now, and the victims are feeling the wrath because they're not responsible for their own destiny. So you see a lot of people getting killed, you see a lot of people being mistreated, you see a lot of people, you know, being discriminated against. But those people, most of them, they don't have this knowledge. They would rather be victims than take control of their own destiny with the knowledge and manifesting with darkness. So you got to decide which side you're going to be on. Are you going to be on the illusion of light side? Or are you going to be on the darkness, dark matter, energy, source, creative force side? You gotta think about it. So right now there's a lot going on, and you're going to start receiving a lot of information, a lot of intuition, a lot of thoughts in your mind. And if you have the knowledge to decode it into understanding and what it means, you're going to come out ahead, way ahead of a lot of people who are going to be left clueless and thoughtless and scared. Okay, so you know, get that knowledge in, read books, study science, look at the world from a different view, understand that you're in control. You know, if you're waiting on something, you're waiting on the effect. If you go and do something and will it and then come back and understand that it's on the way, and you have, you know, and you have already created it, you made it yourself, so you know the quality of what it's going to be, then you're fine. It's just like when you go on vacation and you get buy so much crap that you know if you take it on the plane, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. So what you do is you go to UPS or the post office and you mail it back to yourself. You know exactly what's in that package. You know it's coming to you. You know those are your clothes, what you picked out, what you created, you know, as an outfit, and you know it's on the way, you know. So it's like that. You're not a victim, you know. Your luggage doesn't get lost in the plane. You know, you don't get charged $50. You don't get all the aftermath of depending on other people and systems to work for you. You outsmart them. You go ahead and you become, you know, the master of yourself. Okay, so thank y'all for watching. Please let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask, and I'll try to answer all of them to the best of my ability. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.